so you'll see this Monday. Hope everybody had a good time at the Titans game yesterday. For the ones that went, it's always a good experience. I couldn't be there with you, but hey, let's get to the video for the day. First, I want to start off by talking about. I want to salute all my teams, your coaches on a great, wonderful regular season. Our flag currently is 6-1. Our 8U is 8-0. Great job, 8U. That is rolled into history. We have never had a team undefeated for the regular season. So salute to those guys. Salute to the work that they have done. You would have asked me in the beginning of the season, I would have told you 8U probably have the best coaching group amongst the all Roadrunner teams. Them guys click, them guys work. They do so much outside of the field. They ain't just showing up on practice that say, hey, let's go draw some in the dirt. Them guys are working, they meeting, they are really, really putting in the work. Salute to those guys on an awesome job. Salute to the kids as well. It's a tough group of coaches too. They really push them. But 8U definitely have achieved Roadrunner history to be the first team in our 6-year history at this point to be a undefeated regular season. 10U, we ain't too short. We 7-1 for the regular season, and again, 10U never had a 7-1 record in the past. And our 12U is the same way. They are 7-1, and they never been 7-1. But you see me post in the group this time last year, it was a 500 program. It was like 15-1, if I remember correctly, for all age groups. And you think about amongst 4 different teams, there's only been 3 losses amongst all 3. And I think that's a salute to your coaches, salute to the guys. We've been working, really been putting in work. One thing that I can really hang my hat on from an organizational standpoint is we wasn't one of those programs we had to go join with other guys or steal from other guys. Everybody that you see for the most part in the Roadrunners is guys that's been here. Your parents have been here, been supportive, and we've been to the trenches, and hey, look where we at. Definitely appreciate you, and hopefully that's the beginning of that. But the purpose of today's video is to talk about our travel game. Excited? Yes, we'll be going to Little Rock December the 1st to December the 3rd. Coaches and a few parents said, hey, we love our travel game, but could we get something a little bit closer? So, hey, I don't think it get any closer than Little Rock from here. Even though I do not think Gulfport was that far, but they wanted something a little bit closer, and I wanted something a little bit earlier than normally Gulfport. So that same tournament we go to Gulfport is December 16th, 17th weekend, and this tournament here in Arkansas is December the 1st. So we'll be done after that. So your last weekend of football, I know you're gonna be sad, is December the 1st to 3rd. That is our last weekend of football. So as we wind down, you be sad with me. That'll be it. So let's get to it. What we would do things totally different than we have last year or even the year before, as far as how we will handle, how we move as a unit to this game. Particularly, there's quite a few reasons for that. This year we would not do a 15 passenger or a charter bus. The reason of that because it's so close, and hopefully doing it so close, majority of you will want to go. So if you want to go, it makes it a little bit more accessible to you. So Little Rock is nothing but 150 miles. 150, that's not much. You drive that within a week in the city. So that's one of the things you really don't need to rent a car for. You don't really need much as far as transportation to get there. So you have, let's say, car that it might not be good to drive to Texas, but hey, Little Rock again, it's not that far. We're 150 miles away. So again, we would not be renting charter, or we would not be renting 15 passengers. So the goal is for you parents to go as well and support. for our last weekend. But we do know there's some circumstances that parents are not able to go. And if you're not able to go, get with your coach, or your whatever age group your child is on. Is that your 10U coaches, 8U, 12U? Get with them and make arrangements on how y'all can make that work. So we would not be, particularly me and Sierra, we would not be orchestrating that part of this trip. So it is to say particular, I use Sierra to say, hey, Sierra can't go. She say, hey, can Jason, she'll get with me and we'll figure out, Jason getting there and getting back and how we'll do the hotel. All right. So just remember that part. We're not doing that. And so yes, there's probably quite a few of y'all I would ask, hey, can Jenny get with you or Billy ride with you, or how can we go as a family? And the one thing I do before I get on my rant, one thing I do like how we travel. We really, really do travel well. I got really great compliments on how we move as an organization, how we move from place to place. And the good thing about like Gulfport last year, the amount of compliments we got from when we went out to eat, when we was at the games, everybody was asking, who are y'all? And again, I do think that was a good job to you guys, that it was almost pretty much flawless on how we went place to place. So our hotel information that you will see on the stream, we'll be staying at the conference suite. And again, if you don't want to stay there, you're not obligated, but that's where the team will have reservations at the Crossing Suites of Little Rock. You see on the flyer, and the room rate is $96 plus tax. So it's $96 plus tax. The link should be available today afternoon. That's the goal, to have that available. I sent in the paperwork Friday, so hopefully we'll get that squared away first thing this morning. Next, travel gear. This is a picture from us last year getting ready to go. And you should know that I'm huge on looking like a team. We don't look like a bunch of rag dolls ever, if I can help it. So the travel gear, you will see the sweatsuit prices where we paid the exact same thing as last year. We paid $50 and the team tee was $20. And you'll see, if you ever seen, like you see me wear it a lot, or you see some of the kids or even some of the other coaches, that orange long sleeve dry fit shirt, that's the shirt that we had when we went to Gulfport last year. So it's a one-on-one. Then parents, you also have the option to get that as well if you want to. So that's on you. And as you see on the flyer as well, at the bottom, it said all players must have an AAU membership. So this is an AAU national tournament that we'll be playing in. And you have to go, as you see the website, and do that. And do the membership. It don't take but a few seconds. The membership fee is $22. So when you do that, print that and give that to me. And all just like we did before last year, we would need all original birth certificate, and you get those immediately after we get done. So we would need. So normally, how this tournament works, they require you to have a state ID. But due to, we don't really just play on the AU circuit, he allowing us just to bring our original birth certificate. We'll do just like we did last year. We'll have a book. Each team will have their book with their birth certificate original, plus they have like a picture and things like that. So, and as soon as after we get back, even, before we leave, you can get it. Before we leave Arkansas, you can get your birth certificate, but we have to have the original birth certificate for that. So you're responsible to go on to ausports.org and do the membership fee. It don't take long. It's $22. So you have to do that. So get to fundraising. So we did the Double Good popcorns last year. We did well, but we could have done a whole lot better. And when I say well, we raised a total. Hold up, I thought I had my total up here. So as an organization last year, we did a total of $17,057 through Double Good. And you know how Double Good works. We get 50%, they keep the other 50%. And to me, from an organizational standpoint, it's the best fundraiser to do. You don't got to touch no money, you don't got to touch no product. All you got to do is send text messages, make phone calls, and get people to support. So yes, we will be doing the Double Good again this year. And of course, you're going to say, hey, I'm tired of popcorn. I got popcorn too. But the thing is, if you got people that want to support you, they'll support. And it's just for us to put in the work to make sure we have it. So what will be fundraising for? The fundraising for will be for three things. Your travel gear, you'll be fundraising for your travel gear, food, and tournament fee. So those are the three things that we'll be fundraising for. So you can remember last year, every time we went out, we paid the organization, no matter who you was, it could be a little brother, whatever the case may be, everybody was taken care of. And I'm not saying you couldn't have done it yourself. That's not the point I'm making. But what I'm saying is we went out together as a family, as an organization, as a team. Everybody sat and ate together, and due to the fundraising opportunities, we was able to provide that for everybody. Not saying that, again, you couldn't have done it for yourself, but that's a cool thing to do. So what we'll be fundraising again for? It'd be for your travel gear, your tournament fee, and for food. And we'd like to do an activity for the kids as well. So based on how well we fundraise, it'll give us the opportunity what we can and cannot do. Like they have a main event there, so we fundraise well enough. We can take the kids to main event, have a good time. Again, that's a family, laugh, joke, and the kids have a good time. So it ain't just about going to play football. But we have to do our part. So last year, we only had 16 people who reached the $400 goal. As you see on the screen, who those 16 was, and we only had 31 people who at least did $100. The goal last year was $400, and you got to remember we only keep 200, and Popcorn keep the other 200. So we only needed $200 from you. And we only had 16 people who contribute to that. And again, that makes it harder on us because let me see, how many kids went with us last year? It was almost, I think, about 70 kids. So out of 70 kids, we only had 31 people who did at least 100. So that means we didn't get but $50. So, but every kid got the exact same thing, no matter how much they raised, no matter how much they did. So for me, I'm asking for your help to make this a successful trip. Everybody do their part. We will have a great, great time. And again, it could be flawless. So our goal this year again would be $400 again, because again, we'll keep it 2. And you see what the travel fee would be. And again, another 50 for food and another 50 for activities. So that will cover that. Now, here's the catch. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. You don't have to do it. But we would like for you to do it. Not going to beg, we're not going to push, but we would like for you to do it in the sense of team spirit, in the sense of, helping out. Now, if you can be like these top 10 was last year, you'll see who we had 9, had Calvin with 521. Great job. Mason had 530. Coach Cam had 611. Big Jake had 636. Miss Marcy had 777. Lenny had 810. KJ had 926, and KJ didn't even go. Jason had 1125. I had 1814. And quick story, not to go to a tangent. So me and Nita, when we first talked about popcorn last year, we said I was determined to be here, and she told me I wasn't gonna beat her. I told her there's no way. I do not like losing. So, as you see, Nina did beat me, but she had a cooler strategy. So, the popcorn was over at 6 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I was up like $200. So I'm looking. I said, "There's no way she's gonna get. She got to run out of gas at some point." And by 5:30, I seen it at 22:30. I just dropped my head. I said, "There's no way I could get $400 in 30 minutes." But it was very competitive. Good job. And again, the kids benefited. The organization benefited. Everybody had a great time because of those efforts. But I want to highlight these because they went over on the board. They went over what they needed. They didn't just care about their own individual child. They wanted to help other kids. Like the KJ mom asked me, "Hey, if I keep going, can I, would they help somebody else?" And of course, they would help somebody out. And you look at myself, everybody got a text message from me. And even when they didn't do it, I sent them another one. "Hey, I ain't seen your name come across my stream. I need you to buy this popcorn." And within a couple of my circles, I told them they minimum amount that they can buy. I don't need you buying one bag. I told like my group, my crew group, I told them they have to spend $100. Oh, I think it was $100. So we get 50. So I'm set standards of what they can do. And being consistent. So I know y'all like, "Hey, I don't want to beg, I don't want to get on it," but it ain't nothing but pushing a text message, it ain't nothing but making some calls. So if you want to, we definitely would love for you to do it. If not, you can just pay the cash. If not, you don't have to do that either. So if you don't want your child to do the travel gear, you want to provide it, cool. You don't want to have anything, that's your choice as well too. But I do not personally like anybody that's being, left out, whatever the case may be. So if you don't want to do any fundraising, you don't want to do anything with the team, that's your chola option. So your only thing that you're required to do at that point in time, you don't want to do anything with the team. You just say, "Hey, I'm just taking my baby, we're going to show up to the game, and we're going about our business." That's your choice. Now, if that's what you choose, all you're responsible for is your AAU membership, and you have a $25 tournament fee. And that's what you'll be responsible for. If you don't want to do anything else, that's on you. But what the team would do in the organization, you do the popcorn, all of it be covered through that. So hopefully we all be team spirit, and I think a lot of us are in the sense of that. But if not, you just say, "Hey, I'm gonna take my baby, want to be there, got you." I'm not going to press you. I'm gonna ask you though. Y'all know I love asking, and hopefully that we can always get to some happy medium. But that is where we at with Little Rock. So I know it's gonna be a lengthy video. I don't know how long this one will be, but just remember December 1st and 3rd. So yes, we'll talk about school as we get close as far as when we got to check in. So the December 1st, we have to check in. They have to check the players in. So once I get that time, we can set our time to leave based on that. And realistically, I think we probably will leave about 3 o'clock. So half a day of school, hopefully. And we play Saturday, and based on our performance Saturday, we play Sunday. So I think this might be it. So hopefully I have not left anything out. So hotel, let me make sure if I let you go. Hotel, we got that. Travel gear, we got that. You got the AU membership, got that. You got to have your original birth certificate, got that. So, and again, if you're a parent unable to go, get with your coaches and make arrangement with them. Like I said, if you don't continue, get with me. We'll figure out what we can do, and hopefully we'll have all our guys there. Because more than anything, it's the experience. It's the experience for our guys to have lasting memories, bonding experience. Because you think about, particularly with the 12U, a lot of those guys hang out together. They together all weekend, and some of the relationship that they're building are lifelong friendships. So, let's take advantage of it. So I think we like traveling at this point. I like traveling. Obviously, you see, I don't be wanting to stop playing football, but it's enjoyable. This is the part, like I said, the grind of it is where we're seeing now that it's coming to an end for our sixth season, 2023, and before I can think about it, our banquet is typically like February, so and you'll get that information as well. But yeah, we're coming to an end, and anything, let me know. I believe that's it. I hope I ain't forget anything. If I do, I'll put it in text. I'll post this flyer in the group as well later in the day. So we'll hopefully see everybody at 6 o'clock at practice. Remember, it's playoff time. So those records we were talking about in the beginning, now we are 0-0. 0-0. So fair game. Hopefully we'll all be at practice 3 days for the next 3 weeks, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, last thing before I let you go. Hold. Let me pull up calendar. So the championship game is November the 18th. So this Saturday, November the 4th, is first round. November the 11th is second round. November the 18th is the championship. So the goal would be to take Thanksgiving week off and come back that 27th, 28th, 29th, 30. Practice every day that week. That will be the goal. So we'll practice Monday, we'll practice Tuesday, we'll practice Wednesday, we'll practice Thursday. Because we will be doing special teams, and we got to work on that. And due to not practicing Thanksgiving week, we'll need that week to kind of get some things together. So remember that. So playoff is start this weekend, November the 4th. Second round is November the 11th. Championship is November the 18th. So we'll take off that week of Thanksgiving, the 20th through the 24th. And we'll come back to practice on the 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th. So, and we'll leave that Friday, and that'll be our last weekend of the season. So, if anything changed, I'll definitely let you know. Any questions, you should have my number. Talk to me. You can reach out to Sierra. She can be helpful as well. But I believe that's it. So other than that, have an amazing day. I see you guys at 6 p.m. Thank you.